what institutional order flow is, it's the seeking of large institutional liquidity. And it's going to be found on the monthly and the weekly, and you see that being traded into on the daily. That's why I tell you on the daily chart, and again, this is why we're looking at daily. The daily chart will always seek the fund level institutional order flow. In other words, the stops that are found on monthly and weekly charts. You're going to see all your signals that have the greatest magnitude, the biggest moves that take place are always going to be found on that monthly and weekly basis, because that's where all the large whales are. Okay, when I say whales, I'm talking about big funds, large funds, okay? And when they have money at risk, that's where the market's going to go, because that's orders that they can counterparty with. The banks cannot counterparty with you and I. We're just not big enough. Even collectively, we're not big enough. But the funds, because they're controlling billions and billions of dollars, and that's where the money's at. So if you can find the levels on the monthly and weekly chart, keep them on your daily chart, you'll be able to see all these major shifts in price that sometimes jump off at you after the fact, and you wish you would have known they were coming. Now you know how to see them by transposing them from the monthly, the weekly, into your daily chart. If you do your trading around these levels, you will see every significant price swing that ever transpires on price. You'll see them coming before they get there. And you'll also know, relative to institutional order flow, where the stops or liquidity is above the marketplace. When you're ready to buy it, or when you expect a bullish scenario to unfold, you'll already know where the market should be reaching for, should it take off and start trading higher. When it goes up to a level of resistance or some kind of bearishness, before you even sell short, you're going to know where it's going to be reaching for, which is a sell stops below the recent lows or a bullish order block. And by having that idea how the market will continuously look and seek liquidity, it's not our liquidity, it's not our stops it's looking for. It's looking for the stops found on the monthly and the weekly and daily, because that's where the whales reside. That's where the large funds reside. And that's what pushes price around. Understanding that that's why the market will go to these levels, because it's wanting to take those participants either out of the marketplace or draw them in as counterparties to their intended purpose. Either being a buyer, counterparty to sell stops, or to be a seller, counterparty to buy stops. And that's the nature of institutional order flow.